A brazen daytime heist at one of the world's most famous museums has stunned the world and sparked an unexpected commentary from a criminal turned speaker. This is the story of the Louvre jewelry robbery and what one former thief thinks really went down. On the morning of October 19, 2025, four individuals disguised as workers arrived at the Louvre Museum in Paris with a truck equipped with a ladder and hoist. At around 9:30 a.m., they used the equipment to reach a balcony, cut through a window, and slipped inside the museum's Apollo Gallery, home to some of France's most priceless treasures. Within minutes, they had stolen 8 historic pieces of jewelry linked to French royalty and imperial history, valued at roughly 88 million euros or $102 million. dollars. The robbers fled with precision, speeding away on motorbikes along the banks of the Seine. Among the stolen items were a sapphire tiara, an emerald necklace, and a brooch, artifacts that carried centuries of heritage. But in their haste, they dropped one of their most valuable targets, the crown of Empress Eugenie, which was later found damaged near the scene. The Louvre's director later called the break-in a terrible failure. Surveillance cameras didn't cover the balcony used by the thieves, allowing them to pose as maintenance workers and act almost unnoticed. French officials, including the justice and culture ministers, described the incident as an attack on national heritage, a humiliation for the nation's most iconic museum. Amid the investigation, one voice captured global attention, that of Larry Lawton, a former jewel thief who once pulled off dozens of robberies before turning his life around. Speaking about the Louvre robbery, Lawton didn't hold back. He called the group amateurs and idiots, criticizing their lack of planning and carelessness. I robbed 25 stores, never dropped a crown, he said. These guys dropped a fin crown. Lawton even suggested that the thieves might try smuggling the jewels out of France in unconventional ways, going so far as to say they could hide the gems internally, recalling the extreme tactics used in the underworld. He explained that the robbers' mistakes, leaving behind clues, dropping evidence, and failing to cover their escape, made it likely they would be caught. To him, their biggest blunder wasn't just the theft itself, but attempting to steal priceless royal jewels that can never truly be sold without attracting attention. This case highlights a deeper truth. Even the most prestigious museum is not immune to human error and bold criminal planning. Beyond the financial loss, the cultural damage is immeasurable. These weren't just jewels, but pieces of France's identity. From a security perspective, the incident exposes how small gaps in surveillance can lead to catastrophic breaches. And from a criminal's point of view, as Lawton emphasized, a heist isn't just about breaking in, it's about getting away clean and cashing out. Without that, even the most daring operation collapses. The investigation is still unfolding. The Louvre has begun an emergency review of its entire security system, promising a complete overhaul to protect its vast collection. Meanwhile, French authorities race to track down the thieves and recover the stolen jewels before they are melted down, recut, or lost forever on the black market. This daring robbery, analyzed by experts, condemned by officials, and dissected by a man who once lived that life, may go down as a lesson in how boldness without preparation leads to downfall. The world is watching, waiting to see whether the mystery of the Louvre heist will end with justice or vanish into legend.